Good morning.
Good morning.
As you guys have seen the Crocker video, first one came out, and boy, oh boy, the people not like the fact that we don't have a roof on. Hey, Pat, well, come on, be all right.
Some people didn't like it, and some people thought it'd be helpful, and yeah.
So then we put out the second video, and hopefully it explained it more of why we're doing things. Yeah. So if you missed it, go check it out.
Yeah, there's always a method to
the madness
that we do, and we truly do think through every single thing that we do, even again, like down to when we put on a roof.
Yeah,
we think about every other step along the way, and I don't know,
we may not be perfect, and we definitely don't know 100% what we're doing, but we do actually try to do our best.
Yeah, we do try to think through everything.
Yeah.
And obviously, there's going to be things that we miss and this and that,
yeah. But thankfully,
there's a method.
But thankfully, we have great viewers. I can't remember his name, but I pinned it to the top of the first video, and he said, "I've been building houses in Florida for years and years. There is nothing wrong. People are afraid that it's going to rot and mold, but he's like, it's wood and metal. Until you put sheetrock and all that stuff, you're not going to get mold." He said he does it all the time. He's done it forever. And yeah,
Florida is
the most humid, rainy place there is.
Yeah.
So, and then super windy as well. And so he is pretty much saying too, he's like, just putting a roof on is really going to give you some shade to work in. That's like the biggest benefit. But I promise you guys, you will be seeing soon why we did everything, and it'll make sense, and you'll be very happy. You'll be very happy why we did what we did.
Speaking of roof, if you live in the Tulsa area, or
move your hair, baby.
Rise Roofing.
Who's that?
So this is my brother's roofing company. Yeah. I literally didn't think about that until we were talking about roofs. You made a comment that I'm wearing the Rise.
Yeah. You may have seen it the other day.
Yeah. Or just Oklahoma. Look into it, especially with all these storms.
Yeah.
Might need a new roof.
Yeah, and your cousin.
Yeah, it's my brother's company, and he has my cousin that works for him too.
The best, nicest guy you will ever meet, guaranteed.
Yeah.
And especially if you use Rise Roofing, tell them the Crocker sent you, and they will really treat you really, really well. Yeah. That'd just be crazy if someone actually needed a roof repaired and use Rise Roofing, or maybe some of y'all already have.
Yeah.
If you have, we would love to know that. That'd be pretty interesting. But it has just been rain nonstop, and it's funny because you were like, "Man, it looks like it was actually a pretty good day." You're looking out the window at the hospital.
I worked all weekend at the hospital. There was in the morning it was crazy storms, really bad.
Y'all saw that on the Crockers.
And then after that, every time I would walk by a window or anything like that, it's like, dang.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful day outside.
Yeah. An hour away, it was raining on and off all day. It's pretty crazy. That's why there's some people in Oklahoma that are like, Jason's lying. It didn't rain over my place. Oklahoma's crazy. Literally within an hour difference, it could be just completely different weather. And sometimes it's even like to the road is raining, and there's just nothing here. It's pretty interesting, but I mean, it's like that everywhere. But Oklahoma is just very on and off with its weather. But to be able to at least accomplish what we've been accomplishing in the rain, I'm very happy with it. It is slow going. It's slower than we're kind of hoping, but what are you going to do? But also, it keeps you from being burnt out. It really does, especially since a lot of it is just me building. It's nice because, as y'all know, forever, I mean, I can get burnt out, and I can get to the point where I just like, oh, I hate doing this. And truly, I don't think there's really been a day building this house that I hated the build I've hated things that have happened, but the building process, I'm actually very excited. And knowing that the baby is coming, it is like such a, I don't know, not that it's like a whole new perspective or anything like that. It's just more of like, holy cow, like our kid will live in this. Like this could potentially be our kid's house when we die. Yeah. You never know. And or at least they could sell it and go live where they want. But I don't know. It's just interesting. And then I think most of y'all have already
just go deeper.
Yeah, I think most of y'all have already seen and everything. But if you missed it, we have posted on the Crockers and Crocker Life 3D images of our baby. And again, I think almost everybody has seen it, but just in case y'all haven't. But that made it real. I mean, there's just a whole lot of different things now, and I don't know what it is. Both of us are just like, it's a girl. Like, it's a girl. So we would be not disappointed, but insanely surprised if it popped out and was a boy. We'd be like, we never came up with the boy name.
We have a couple.
Yeah, but we kind of throw out girl names a little more. But yeah, we're just trying to do what we can with the rain, and you guys will be seeing on the Crocker Life some stuff that's kind of exciting. We've been doing the property and stuff. It may be little to some people, but it's something super cool to us, and you got to see it a little while ago, and like I saw it this morning right before you got here, and I was like, holy cow.
What was it the other day that you were going to show me? You kept...
Snake skin.
Oh.
It through the pipe of the cattle guard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it a big snake skin?
Fairly. But I don't know what kind of snake or anything. Yeah. But I reached down to grab a stick that I was moving. I was like, oh! And then it ended up being the snake skin.
Just pause this and go get it. I'll show him.
It may not. It's been raining hardcore. It may not even be there.
No, Lucy.
But Lucy, no.
Yeah, Jason kept being like, remind me to show you something later. Because we were like doing stuff. And I obviously kept forgetting. And then it just popped back into my head. I knew it had something to do with the snake.
Well, you even said, what, was there a snake? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was snake skin. And I have seen a lot of snakes lately. And I know it's that time of year, but also with like the rain and everything, I think it's kind of like pushing them out. And then, mice and everything. So, luckily, it's mainly just like black rat snakes and stuff like that I've seen.
Of the mysises.
Yeah. And then I think they eat like copperheads and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong. I think they do. I know like water moccasins and all that, but I don't know if there's really, I don't really see water moccasins. A lot of that is, I know for sure, in South Texas.
Yeah, they're here, but not. I
not
really don't see them a lot, I guess.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just been a lot of rain. Thankfully, because
one thing that's positive about the rain, we were texting about this whenever I was at work. Just talking about it fills up the pond, how awesome that is, and it's just like. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember when we had those black totes full of water, and which drive to the house in town, fill up the white tote, and then to pump into the black tote.
Yeah.
And then...
I had to put a bucket down in the black tote.
You get, a 5-gallon bucket down into there, and then carry it down the hill.
Yeah. Just
multiple times a day to give the animals water.
Yeah. And for little holes for the pigs to get in to stay cool.
And it was just a back and forth, constantly. Bucket in, water, and then breakfast will dump it, and you're like, what are you doing, man? And then it's just that, like, how that was just a part of our everyday for so long, and just that little bit of it's just... I don't know. Now you don't even have to.
You don't even think about it.
Yeah, worry about the pigs having a mud hole. They got multiple.
They have multiple now, yeah. And the one down there, I mean, it's full.
Yeah,
it
love
can't
that
hold anymore.
One down there. I don't know if it's just like the clay, the difference.
Maybe, I don't know.
They really like that one. They just come covered in red clay, but it's crazy to think about just how far we've come.
Makes you appreciate the little things.
It truly does make you appreciate the little things. We worked hard just for the most minute things, and now it's we still work hard for the minute things, but I don't know, it's so much better.
Well, on that note, so this morning, I had the AC running last night. It's very humid, and lately I've been sleeping with just the door open on the camper. And baby moving?
No.
You just hurting from it.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping with the door open, but with it being rainy and it's super humid, it's just nasty. So I put the AC on last night, and then I set it to whatever it was. I don't know, said kick on and off, and then I had the fan going. And this morning, I woke up and it was about 4 o'clock, and the AC was off, and I heard, and I was like, "Oh no, the generator! I'm gonna have to go turn it on." And then I was like, "We have power. What is that?" And then I was like, "Maybe the neighbors are running a generator or something." It was the fan on the floor vibrating, and it sounded like the generator about to die. And I was just like, it just
another little reminder.
It feels so good that we don't have to do that no more. I would have to get out in the middle of the night when it was super cold to make sure that heat was going, and it was just having the whole generator to go do water until we finally bought a generator just for the water. I mean, there's so many things that we did, which, some people probably say, well, you did it to yourself. You're the ones that bought the property, or you didn't get power, or you didn't whatever. We tried to get power for so long. And again, I still think if it's the guy that came and did ours here, we probably would have got it sooner there. But
it happened for a reason that we didn't get power out there.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep going.
But, I don't remember what I was saying.
It's
all right.
It's just reminiscing on everything that we've done and where we're at now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did do it to ourselves, but it's the process of,
I guess that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Getting what we want is like, you got to struggle for it.
Yeah, and then also, again, like at the old place, we couldn't really get what we wanted. We couldn't get the power. We tried, all the stuff, but to be here and to have the power, it almost feels like you're cheating. It almost feels like this is too easy. Yeah. Like you just plug it in. Now we're still having to run extension cord, or for the water well, we'll turn on the generator to get it going and stuff. But we also like cheat the system with the camper, because people always are like, "Why don't you go ahead and trench to get the power for the water well?" Well, we will, but we're trying to do that all at once. And one, we were waiting to get the Mini X, which no one knew we were getting. And then, as of right now, it's just not necessary. We're trying to build as much as we can. And I don't want to be digging all these trenches and then they just fill with water because of all the rain. But
we're just waiting until we're ready, basically.
Yeah, it's coming. Let's let this weather die down. Maybe that's the sweetest thing you've ever done for me.
Get a bug off your eyelid?
Just rub my face.
One time, you woke up. We spent the night over at Paragon. We had been riding that day, out in the woods. You woke up, you had a tick
stuck to the tip of my eyelid.
That's an awful spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was stuck to my eyelid. But the kind of the hack that we've learned is our water well. So when you run your water well, it runs a pressure tank as well, and it's like a bladder, and it gets a lot of pressure in there. So then so your pump's not running all the time, and that pressure keeps pushing water. So we just kick on the generator, and then whenever the hose is hooked up to the camper and there's pressure, you can turn the generator off, and you got quite a bit of water in the pressure tank and through the hose that you can flush your toilet and use the sink and do all this. Yeah. Now, if you want to shower for a while, you got to turn it on, but you don't have to have the generator running as often to keep it going. So it's something that you can easily overlook if that's what you're doing. But I don't know. You definitely learn some tips and tricks of living this lifestyle, and I don't know. It's just things are happening. They're just not happening as fast as we would like, or most people would like, but at the same time we're making progress, and we're doing it in a very comfortable way, in a very stress-free way.
I'm 100% cool with the way things are happening.
Yeah, and that's what I guess the main thing is just letting you guys know, yes, we would love to get done quicker. Yes, we know we have a baby on the way. Yes, things are about to get crazy and whatever, but I've never been so relaxed building before. And I actually feel confident knowing, okay, how to do the windows, how to do the door, how to do the framing, how to do this. Everything we've done before, again, it's everything happens for a reason, and it was all a learning process. Not saying that the windows leaked or that anything like that, but it was such a learning experience that now doing this stuff, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're framing.
And then before though, like anytime we would before we would start something, it was big, like
try to research, try to figure it out.
Like stress factor of, hopefully I do this right, or you know, obviously you want to do that, but it was a lot on your shoulders to figure it all out.
Yeah, and now it's okay. Been there, done that multiple times, and kind of figured it out. Now we're still not pro. I just have a lot more confidence in it, and so that's a good thing for people out there that maybe it's your first time doing something, whatever. You're going to mess up. It's just part of it. You're going to try to start a business. Well, it'll probably fail. You're going to try to start a YouTube channel. It'll probably fail. But you have to just learn along the way, and if it's failing, try something different. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. That's insanity. Literally the definition of insanity. If something's not working, switch it up and figure it out. Do something different. And people always say too, well, I've got this amount of experience, whatever. Experience doesn't always mean it's good experience. And again, I feel more confident. I have experience in this. Does not mean I'm pro. Does not mean I'd go build someone else's house for them and charge them money and do all this stuff. But I feel confident enough in our own situation that I could take my time and do it. And in the end, it'll come out good.
Yeah. Everybody that's watching, gotta trust the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Most people.
I think a lot of people, especially people that watch this and also watch the Crockers, y'all know, trust the process.
Yeah.
Y'all have been around long enough.
There's a method to the madness.
To see what's happening.
Yeah. And we never do anything the conventional way.
Yeah.
It's always a little different. But when it's all said and done, the house is going to be nice. It's going to be nice and strong. It's going to be built well. It's going to be good. And it'll be a house that the moment we're done paying on it. And I thought about that again yesterday. I was just thinking about stuff, and I think everything does happen for a reason, and it put us in this position. And we had a goal of being together, being in a relationship, getting engaged, getting married, and then having a kid. And that's exactly what happened. And it happened at the point where we do feel confident in this property. We feel confident in the house. We feel confident in our relationship. We feel confident in just everything, that now a kid is in the picture. And I feel like that's at the absolute best time. I could not have imagined you being pregnant at Shooting Ranch. I would have been freaking out. I've been like, we can't even get power. Like, just anything like that. It would have been just stressors. And it would have been, who knows what would have happened.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's happening now, like, I really do think everything that has happened in our lives, whether it's good or bad, has truly happened for a reason, and it's put us right here, right now. And I've never felt more confident and at peace and good with what we're doing, and just everything about it. Like, everything, every decision we're making, I feel really good about it. And then even taking time to ourselves just to relax and have fun and enjoy time. Like, normally, one, we'd get beat up in the comments, and then two, we would beat ourselves up over it, being like, we need to be working, we need to be
guilt.
Yeah.
If we would do anything, it's like the guilt, it almost makes it hard to enjoy what you're doing, because you're like, you just feel like you need to be working.
It's very hard to take a day off of doing absolutely nothing, especially if we're here. Yeah. Like, I can't just sit here. We'll end up doing something. Like, I feel truly guilty for taking a day off. So we've learned, you know what? Take a day off, leave the property, have fun, enjoy life. Especially right now, we have literally moments left before you won't be able to do anything. And then that kid will be out, and then it'll take some time to get back in the swing of things. The kid being old enough, building their immune system, all that, to get out and do some more stuff.
Yeah,
so
just kind of getting through the madness of the freshly newborn.
Yeah.
No sleep. Until we get a routine.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. Again, we're very ignorant too.
Luckily, our sleep schedules are already all screwed up, so we at least got that on our side.
Yeah, my friend Audra just got back from maternity leave at work, so I saw her. It's one of my best friends. But talked to her while I was at work, and she was like, you are going to like look at Jason and love him so much more than you ever have, but then also hate him so much
Baby.
more.
Why would you hate me?
But she said,
Because I created the little monster?
well, no, she said, because you'll like, it's like crazy how you'll just wake up from the slightest noise your baby makes, and then he won't wake up, and then you'll be
Oh, and I sleep hard.
and then you'll be like, why did you not wake up? And I'm like, I already know Jason does not wake up.
Oh, I sleep through everything.
Yeah, this is like, no. And I, too, would want you to get to sleep while you're just floating.
Baby, that's called a web.
I would want you to sleep because...
Then I got to take care of it during the day.
Yeah,
and you sleep.
You'll have, like, still, like, the building or whatever on your shoulders as well, so...
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just funny when I hear 2 stories from everybody, and it's just like, I just think we're in such a different scenario.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
And it wouldn't even, like... I'll sleep through it. There's no guarantee about that.
Yeah.
I sleep through everything. But it wouldn't bother me one bit if you woke me up and were like, hey, I'm just too tired. Will you go get the baby? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like, nothing like that bothers me. I mean, I'm already, like, waking up through the night anyways. I may wake up and then hear the baby, but...
and I was like, I already wake up to the slightest noise.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah, I'll wake up to, like, the coffee, like, tiniest little beep. Or whatever.
At me at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to be quiet, you're gonna go at it, and then you wake up.
Yeah, like I already wake up to the slightest noises, and then you sleep hard. So
yeah,
already used to that.
Yeah, but it doesn't bother me like in the slight. And that's what I told Danielle. I was like, our sleep schedules. Who cares? Like at the end of the day, like unless you're going to work, but it's like say we have to wake up at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m. It's already kind of like that. I wake up on my own, and then if we are tired, then guess what? We're lucky enough to have this as a job that we can just film later. Or luckily, we have a job to where y'all would just be like, hey, just tell us you were tired, and it'll be okay, you know? So we don't have to be obligated to a job of a certain schedule unless you're back at work. But I think...
That'll be that's a whole nother beast to cross when we get there.
Yeah, but you'll have a little bit of time of not having to do that. And
only 6 weeks.
Yeah, but that'll be enough for the baby to be like, all right, we're good. We know the baby's good and healthy.
Yeah.
I can take care of the baby while you're at work, and none of that stuff bothers. I'm actually I'm excited for that.
It's just a month and a half. It's really not a lot of time.
It's not, but it's enough for me to know, like, all right, this kid. I know I can take care of the kid. I'm just saying it would just be more so of like, okay, this kid is good and healthy.
Yeah,
we're set.
And y'all know I don't work too much. But anyway,
yeah. But I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
Like all of it, and we're potentially doing this once, and that's it. So
they saying the door is closed but not locked about having more kids, or is it closed and locked?
Things could happen. I don't know. But those moments won't bother me because it's not like it's going to be the rest of my life. It's going to be like that. It's just, hey, life is truly how you see it. And if you really look at it as, hey, I won't ever get this opportunity again, then you appreciate the moments, even if they kind of suck or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I guarantee you, anybody out there that has lost a child, whether it was when you were young or older, I guarantee you would comment down below and say, I would cherish every moment you have because you don't know when the last one is.
Or even if you haven't lost a child, there's some people that's like, even those moments waking up, like, just cherish it because it's only a certain amount of time when it's like that.
And then it goes quick. Every single person always says, you don't understand how quick time goes by till you have a kid.
Yeah. And we're very ignorant to it. We're just sitting here talking about it.
Well,
we don't know what's about to hit us.
Yeah, but you have to just...
and we'll talk about it then.
Yeah.
As well. And we'll see, like, were we right? Or were we wrong?
But every kid's going to be different. Every situation's different. And luckily for us, again, we're in a different situation than most people. And I say this all the time. We try to always bring this up, but it's because of you guys. And we truly appreciate that. 10 years ago, if you would have asked me, hey, do you think you'll be able to work on your property, make decent money, and be with your kid all day long? No.
Well, you'd be like, for one, I'm not having a kid.
Yeah, but
Two.
still, but you know what I mean? Like, do you think that, like, no, this situation was never even a situation to me ever. And the fact that we could even be here and do what we do is because of you guys watching, and you are as loyal to us as you could ever be. We get to live this opportunity. So the best thing we could do is share our lives with you guys, because for whatever reason you like it. And it's interesting, but very grateful for it, and very excited for everything. And I'm excited for the baby to come out, but I still do get excited. Like, you got here a little while ago from working, and you pulled up, and I just like see you with your belly, and you're in there singing Britney Spears in the car. and it was just like, oh, that's a good moment, you know? So, I don't know.
I'm glad you liked me.
Yeah.
Rocking out to Britney.
Yeah. You were just happy in your element with our little baby. But anyways, hopefully you guys have a...
show the baby good music.
Yeah. Hopefully y'all had a great Memorial Day weekend. And probably got rained out a little bit if you're around here, but that's all right. And then hopefully you guys have a good week and everything. But also, if you haven't, go watch the last 2 Crocker videos, and hopefully that'll answer y'all's questions about our house build.
Yeah.
So, we'll catch you on the next one. Woo!